The richest and most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They read tons of books.
I'd encourage people to read a lot of books. Basically, try to ingest as much information as you can.
Must read Blue Ocean Strategy. If you've never read it, it's got to be at the top of your list.
I read Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People,
Two of the greatest
Awaken
books.
the Giant Within.
The first book I tell anybody to read is The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale.
And I honestly don't like reading, but I also want to be successful in everything I pursue. So these are the 4 books I will be reading in 2024. Book number 1, Atomic Habits. So I've heard about this book for literally years. I have seen it on YouTube videos. I've seen TikToks about it. And I was someone who always found it cheesy when people would talk about making routines and making habits for your life. But as I've gotten older and as I have broken out of that kiddish mentality of I just kind of do whatever I want, I found myself to be happier and mentally healthier, but I still struggle with building habits that last. I have that spurt of energy and then it doesn't last. You know what I mean? So that's why I picked up this book. I've started reading it. It is very, very good. I've gotten to like 50 pages or 100 pages. It's really, really good so far. Book number 2, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Beep. So when I was younger, I used to care what everybody and their mama thought about me. But the truth is, no one really cares what you do. No one really cares about you. It sounds mean, it sounds rude, it sounds cruel, but it's just the honest truth. As long as you're not hurting people, people don't really care what you have to say or think or anything like that. And so for the most part, I feel like I've been living in that manner, but I feel like I don't reach my full potential because something deep down inside me is still like telling me to care what people think about me. And I just hate that feeling, honestly. And speaking of feelings, book number 3, Feel Good Productivity. Okay, so this book was made by one of my more recent favorite YouTubers. His name is Ali Abdaal. I know he has made a few videos talking about the process of making the book, which lets me know he really put thought into it because he's made a bunch of them. It's not just some cash grab. He's actually put thought and effort into it. And he also spoke a little bit about the book where he essentially says that the reason why we don't do things or like procrastinate or get to them is because we genuinely don't find them enjoyable. And if we can like manipulate our feelings to make that thing that we are putting off to be more enjoyable, then we will be more productive. I might be butchering all of that. Go out, buy it. He's a really good YouTuber. Book number 4, the Bible. If you don't care about religion or you don't want to be preached to, then you can click off of this video. Thank you so much for watching this far. I hope you continue to watch more of my videos. But if you care about what I have to say, then here you go. So I've read a good amount of the Bible, as you can see from my sticky notes, of little things that I want to memorize or of books I need to get to really quickly. And I personally feel like it's helped reorganize my mind to be more understanding, to be more compassionate, to be more forgiving of people. Not only of people, but like forgive myself. I am a very, very flawed person along with the rest of the world, which is why we need a savior, aka Jesus. Please don't take this as virtue signaling or as me bashing your religion or your way of life. I may wholeheartedly disagree with your religion or your way of life, but I'm not the judge of that. Jesus is. I want to read more of the Bible. I don't think I can get through the year. It's like a whole lifelong thing. You read it once and you got to read it over again to really understand it. Let me know down below if you've made it this far. Maybe you didn't like any of that last part, but let me know down in the comments what books or book you want to read. I remember being in middle school and I loved reading, but now that I'm 25, I hate it. I hate reading. It's so boring. Like, bro, let's just watch the movie, okay? Skip the book, watch the movie. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I used to love reading when I was in middle school. I read the whole Percy Jackson and the Olympians series, and then some of the other books that Rick Riordan, the author of that series, made. But let me know what books you're gonna read for this year. If you're not gonna read, if you think that this video is lame, tell me. If you have something that you want me to talk about, I will certainly talk about it, okay? So, peace.